Hey everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here again. If you're new, hi and welcome. My name is Your Name, and on this channel, we focus on improving your English speaking skills, the fun and natural way. Today, we're going to talk about something super useful, 50 English phrases for daily conversations. These are the kinds of expressions you'll hear native English speakers use every single day, at work, at school, with friends, even while chatting online. Now, I know a lot of English learners study grammar and vocabulary from books, which is great, that's important too. But when it comes to actually speaking English confidently and naturally, what you really need are phrases, real, ready-to-use sentences that help you sound fluent and comfortable. Think about it. When native speakers talk, they don't stop and think about grammar rules. They use set expressions that just flow naturally. So, if you learn and practice these daily phrases, you'll start to sound more like a native speaker without even trying. That's what we'll focus on today. Before we start, I want to remind you, don't just listen. Try to repeat after me. When you repeat, you train your mouth, your tongue, and your brain to work together in English. This is the best way to improve your pronunciation and confidence. So, make sure you're speaking out loud as we go through this together. Alright, imagine this. You wake up in the morning. You go to work or school, you meet your friends, you order coffee, you send messages, or you talk to your coworkers. Every single moment of your day is a chance to use English. And the phrases we're learning today are exactly the ones that can help you sound smooth, confident, and natural in all those moments. Let's start with some examples of what we'll be covering. When you meet someone, instead of just saying, hello, or, hi, you can say, hey, what's up, or, how's it going? These sound friendly and relaxed. When you want to thank someone, instead of just saying, thank you, you could say, thanks a lot, or, I really appreciate it. When you agree with someone, you might say, exactly, or, that's so true. And when you don't understand something, instead of saying, what? You can politely say, could you say that again? Or, sorry, I didn't catch that. Alright, let's move on to the fun part, actually learning and using some of these phrases in real-life situations. Imagine you're having conversations in English throughout your day. Maybe you're meeting a friend, talking to a coworker, or chatting online. These are the moments where you can use the phrases I'm about to share. Let's start with some phrases for greetings and small talk, because that's where most conversations begin. Instead of the classic, hello, how are you? Try something that sounds a bit more casual and natural, like, hey, what's up? How's it going? How've you been? What have you been up to? These phrases are perfect when you see someone you know, like a friend or classmate. If someone says, hey, what's up? You can reply with something like, not much, just relaxing, or, I'm good, just been busy lately. The goal isn't to give a long answer, it's just to start a friendly exchange. Now, let's say you're talking with a friend and you want to show interest in what they're saying. You can use short, natural phrases like, really? That's awesome. No way. You're kidding. I can't believe that. These are great for showing emotion and engagement. English conversations aren't just about words, they're about reactions. Native speakers use these short responses all the time to keep the conversation lively. Next, let's move to agreement phrases. When you want to agree with someone, instead of always saying, yes, or I agree, try these. Exactly. That's so true. You're right about that. I couldn't agree more. That's a good point. These sound much more natural, especially in everyday conversations. For example, A. I think mornings are the best time to study. B. Exactly. I feel more focused in the morning too. See how natural that sounds. It's short, simple, and friendly. Now let's look at some phrases for hesitation or thinking. Sometimes, when you're not sure what to say next, you can use fillers like, let me think. I'm not sure. That's a tough question. Well, it depends. I'll have to think about that. These are great because they give you a moment to organize your thoughts, and they make you sound fluent while doing it. Instead of freezing or saying nothing, you're keeping the conversation going smoothly. Next, we have phrases for clarification, when you don't understand something or need more information. Instead of just saying, what, try saying, sorry, could you say that again? I didn't quite catch that. What do you mean exactly? Can you explain that a bit more? These sound polite and confident, perfect for school, meetings, or even casual chats. Now, imagine you're joking with your friends or trying to keep the conversation light. Here are a few fun and casual expressions you can use. I'm just kidding. Just joking. Come on, I'm not serious. You've got to be kidding me. These phrases help you sound relaxed and friendly, just like native speakers when they talk with their friends. Let's also include some phrases for everyday responses that you can use all the time. Sounds good. When you agree with a plan. That makes sense. When you understand something. I get it now. When something becomes clear. It's up to you. When you let someone decide. No worries. When you want to say, it's okay, or, don't worry about it. Here's an example conversation using a few of these phrases. A. Do you want to meet for coffee at 3? B. Sounds good. A. Should I pick the place? B. Yeah, it's up to you. A. Okay, I'll text you later. B. No worries, see you then. Simple, natural, and exactly how people talk in real life. Now, I want you to practice these phrases in different scenarios. For example, imagine you're in a cafe ordering coffee. Hi, can I get a latte, please? When the barista says, sure, do you want it hot or iced? You can reply, hot, please. And if they say, it'll be ready in 5 minutes, you can respond, great, thanks a lot. You see, these tiny interactions are perfect moments to build your confidence in English. Every, hello, every, thanks, every, sounds good, it all counts. The key is to make these phrases a part of your daily speaking routine. Try using them when you talk to friends online, when you chat in English groups, or even when you speak to yourself while practicing. The more you use them, the more natural they'll feel. And remember, don't be afraid of making mistakes. Every time you use English, you're improving. You're training your brain to think faster in English, and that's what fluency is all about. So, keep repeating after me, keep practicing out loud, and get comfortable with these everyday phrases. In the next part, we'll talk about how to practice them in real situations and how to make English a part of your daily life, easily and confidently.